All right, so we are here after that wonderful message. I don't even know what the title of the message is going to be yet. It might have something to do with flipping it upside down or something. But but you'll know because you're here, so you know what you're looking at. But we're talking about your counterpart now. We're going to use the black deck. You know, these are identical decks. I like to see if the same cards come out. But this is the Island Time Wellness deck. I've been using this deck for years. Love, love, love these decks. But rose pink is going to represent divine feminine. I'm going to reset a little bit after this shuffle. I'm just going to reset. But so we know the theme is flip it upside down. I kind of put that right there. You can still see it. I believe in visuals because you never know what your eyes are drawn to. So, have you ever considered you were born for this? Because we talked about that. The things that you've been going through, these particular challenges have prepared you for this particular person, this relationship, this connection. You know you have to trust your gut, so I'm not going to tell you. If you're here, then you have a strong resonance with this message already anyhow. So you're just getting confirmation now that you are on the right track, and you are. You absolutely are, but it does feel good to say it, right? It feels good to say it. Feels good to hear it again. So I would like to get a major arcana, so to speak. I would use tarot, but I want to use this one just to get an overall theme, because they've been learning lessons about you. They've been learning lessons about how to approach you, how to handle you. And I know it sounds, we hear it so much, but it's like they had you on a pedestal and they saw you, so they didn't feel like they were worthy of you. And yes and no. They knew that they were worthy. Deep down, trust their gut told them. But they didn't want to bring their stuff to you. They had been through so much. Like, you can understand. Remember, you have to realize, wait, I was born for this, so this not going to kill me. It's just going to grow me. It's going to make me better. So, you know. So this person just had to, it's not that they didn't understand your value. They knew your value so much that, you know, maybe in their immaturity a little bit, but, you know, I could say that, but at the same time, that's how they had to act in order for these events to have occurred the way they did, so that we can get this result, right? The crane. I've been seeing the crane so much on my bike path. This crane follows me down the path. He'll fly ahead of me, then he'll land, and then he'll fly ahead. And when I get close, he'll fly, you know, and of course, I always think about this card, which is so funny. Now, the difference is the crane that I see is always by himself, or her, whatever. They're always alone. But this is a family. This is what looks to be the baby bird and the mama bird. So remember, I said in the other message when I began this message, with the Queen of Hearts, this was about a strong. It was a healing. My intercession this morning was a strong healing with the maternal bond. A very, very strong healing of a riff, a parental bond. You know, maybe even, you know, young people getting ready to leave the nest, or maybe you have always been, you know, worried about your children growing up and going away from you, or losing your children, or being attacked with things like that. This person that you're dealing with could be dealing with things like that. The fear, you know, of losing their children, not, or maybe they don't have a parents that are alive, or parents that they are close with, or you know, vice versa. But it's very interesting that the maternal bond is coming up after, for me, like, I don't know why I just went after, but after Mother's Day. It's so dramatic. You know what I mean? But anyway, card number 17 it's 17 is significant for some of you. The number 8, and also 717. I see that all the time. Or 7s, you may be seeing a lot of 7s. Let me put that over there as our little thing. But this card actually does mean moving forward, though. It could even be meaning by implication, building a nest, or someone ready to move forward and build a nest with you because they're following their heart, trusting their gut. And this could even be you making your house a home. You know what I mean? Making your space a beautiful, livable, living space. You know what I mean? So that is a wonderful message. So let's get 3 cards. We're going to do what they want, what they're going through. How are we going to do this? Let me just see. Let me just lay out the cards and see what happens. Okay, do it like that. Fine. Divine Masculine is going to be on the top. Mm-hmm. Very nice. They're giving me instructions about how to put the cards out. This is what's going on currently, current energies. And as a result of what's going on here, this is what's happening. This is their next actions, or what's happening now. This is what the energies are going in this way. We'll look at the bottom of the deck at the end, well, in a moment, after we see what Divine Feminine is saying. Where can I put this? I'm trying to keep the cards visual. Well, okay, that deck is a little out of sight, but you know it's right there. All right, Divine Feminine falls right under Divine Masculine. I'm getting specific instructions. Oh, yeah. Okay, Divine Feminine, you sit right there. Okay, beautiful. You and your Divine Masculine. I love it. If your Divine Masculine is in a third-party situation, let's just run this down. Then that's over. There is a breakup happening right now. And if you already know this is in process or has happened and they're in a moment of healing, then know that that absolutely is going on. But there's a breakup happening, breakup or separation. I know they're separated from you, and they want to end that with the axe, because the axe is about ending. So they're ending third-party connections, situations. We'll put that there. If you have known this person to be a player or a fear of commitment, having a lot of options, then they're stopping that pattern of hooking up with people, being tempted by others, even if it's money, being tempted by things that bring them, that draw them off their path. Silent treatment, if they've been silent and not speaking and or holding in their feelings, or you've been waiting to, it's almost like I see somebody opening a vault, cracking the safe, cracking the code or something like that, and they're opening up, that they're also going to stop with that silent treatment. All right. This person, it's interesting. I'm getting a message that this person's never really been on a date. It's an interesting message. Been on a date they enjoyed. Like this person, I feel, did a lot of things just because it could be done, or it was doable, or it was what was done or something. But they are looking forward to the times that they can flirt with you or take you out and I don't know if watch you flirt, but there's something charismatic or bubbly about you or something. But it's like they want to be with you in public and allow that flirty nature of yours to just, and I don't feel like it's flirting like getting people to, but it's just something about you that's very alluring and attractive to this person. It's very seductive, and they're looking forward to being with you in that way, which moves us to the next set of cards, of their cards. They know that it is time for them to take a chance, to risk it all. You know what I mean? They have also been healing while they have not been communicative or letting you know. You just, I feel like you have been in outer darkness. You don't even know what's going on. But literally, but you're not. They weren't showing their hand, and they know that progress was needed. Progress was needed. So they were progressing forward while not letting you know, really. But with the clock here, every time I see the clock, I get excited. By the way, what time is it? It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. Or is it 10 o'clock? Whatever. But anyway, you can see the clock, and my phone just made a noise. That's funny. But it's time. They know that it's time. Ace of Spades, you could be dealing with an air sign, but Ace of Spades is clarity. That's a sword. It represents a sword. So clarity, the beginnings of everything. The beginnings of everything. This person has been strategic as they've been healing. They've taken their time to heal, and they have been strategic about their healing. Whatever that means, they've been strategic. I don't know what that means, but it does feel like a person that's methodical in that they do things when they want to do it, how they want to do it. And so I feel like this person was taking their healing in chunks, or they were doing big tasks in sections. Like, I want to deal with this for the next 4 months, and then next year I'm going to do this. But I can't do this until I do that. That's what I feel. They were being very strategic with their healing. Or we message that God, the divine, was being very strategic in how they were healing. Now, divine feminine, let's talk about you a little bit when it comes to this person. We'll clarify. Remember, we haven't looked at the underlying energy. What's the foundation? But you're going to have the opportunity to teach them how to love you. They've learned that. Like I said, they stopped the pattern of hooking up with folks and being tempted by things, or even if it was third-party interference. They realized that you were worth their effort. So they're stopping. They're taking the axe and chopping off anything that impedes their progress with you. Also, trusting their gut. For some of them, if they are entrepreneurs, they have to take risks. So they're learning to trust their guts, and whatever this is, they do trust their guts. I don't know why that's funny. Guts? Bubble guts? Okay, I don't know. What random. Your person could be military or former military, but the point is they oh, the randomness and the joy that comes through. But what was I saying? See, I forgot what I was saying. Yes, I forgot what I was saying. Yes, they've had to learn to trust their gut, especially if they're entrepreneurs, because they may have to make decisions that are risky. It's supposed to be a trader, or a gambler. Like I said, a business owner. They might, make deals. A poker face might be, important for them to, not to show any emotion, whatever it is they do. But that's what I'm saying. They have to be strategic in their work. So they're learning to trust their gut. And that is also helping them learn how to love you and how to interpret the signs, or not the signs, but the signals that ain't really signals. You know what I mean? Because when you're on this journey, let's just be honest. It's unique to you. It's your journey. So, I mean, you can have people with like minds, but our journeys are still, different. Very, very similar experiences, but our journeys are different because they're tailor-made for us. But, you're on your journey. So, I don't even know where I was going with that, because I am being, it feels like I'm being overtaken a little bit by the divine masculine energy. Like there's a giddiness that wants to come because I am rubbing my left hand with my right hand as if, I'm like, oh baby, I'm gonna tell you something, And actually, I was stroking my left finger, so that's interesting. Let me just look at the bottom of this deck with y'all because I promise you, I'm like, oh my gosh, girl with a snake. Okay, there's so if you know that your person was dealing with somebody, because your person definitely could be empathic, you could go, well, I was an empath, they were a narcissist. Actually, those people wouldn't be on this stream. They wouldn't have come over. They wouldn't have clicked on this video. But if you understand that your person was being charmed, because this is my, if you ascribe to that, the card that talks about somebody exerting their force over you, their power over you, which is, dark magic, but they've also put up boundaries, and they have been, the word is enable. Every time I read this word on this card, it made me think about somebody, helping them in their bad habits, enabling them to drink, enabling them to take drugs, enabling them to be unemployed, chronically unemployed, enabling them to be a cheat or a liar or whatever. Just somebody enabling, behavior that's not going to produce the best results. But they want you to know that the girl with the snake, because like I said, this card is like, it feels like very karmic energy on this card because it's the empath narcissist paradigm, that somebody that takes and sucks out of you. If you know that your person was dealing with a toxic, karmic partner, then know that that is over. And that's probably why I feel this giddy energy. Just for fun, let's peek on what's behind it. Ah! So like I said, they're gone, boop, and you are their twin flame, and they know this, right? Because they recognize that you are their twin flame. What's the bottom of your deck, Divine Feminine? Yours is... And you know this, man. All right. So Divine Feminine, we actually did not read your card yet. So let's do this. This is gonna be even funner. That's not a don't use that phrase. But I'm saying, listen to this. So Divine Feminine, while they were breaking up or stopping a pattern or something, or you dealing with issues of abandonment or being silent, you were silently rebuilding yourself. You were working on yourself. You took the hammer, you knocked down some false foundations, and you took that same hammer and you began to rebuild your foundation. So you've been rebuilding after some moments of sabotage. You question yourself. You've been contemplating, going deep within, introspection, reflecting. You've been doing that. So using the hammer because you were hurt. Your heart was broken. You suffered a great deal of pain. There was some deception, especially if you were dealing with somebody that was dealing with somebody that was dealing with somebody. You know what I mean? And maybe something came upon you suddenly, or there was some sort of shocking attack from somebody that you didn't expect, it to come from. It literally could be your twin, but I'm saying with you and the person, they could have done something and it caused you guys to separate, of course. And if so, please release as you have been, which is the next energy. Releasing all of that, welcoming love again, meeting the one because you know that they're the one. You trust your gut no matter what, right? You know that you're going to get together because as your heart stays open, it keeps the love light on, and they find that's their homing signal. They'll find that and they'll lock in on that. After you had to get over your fear of abandonment, right? You had to literally get over that because look at your person was doing the same thing, working with those abandonment issues that probably stem from the mother, the mother wound, which, like I said, we cleared that this morning, and beyond. But I'm saying today was the day that, we're talking about it. That's the energy that welcomed me in this morning. But as the chaser here is, you probably did want this person and know that you would have been great together, and they needed to realize what they know now. Like they said, twin flames on the bottom of their deck, but you had to realize that you were worth the effort. So you had to stop chasing them and instead learn to work on your own self, because that chasing was sabotaging you because you thought you would literally lose something that was already yours. Remember we said from the healer deck, have you ever considered that you were born for this? And look at that, this situation brings up your trust issues. That came out in the earlier video, but that's what I'm talking about. This is the energy. So you are opening your heart, and everything is, you're not seeking perfection, but in your life and in your heart space, you seek to be perfect, like complete, whole within yourself. All right. Also, you have been intuitively understanding or getting hints that they're the snake. Now it's funny. Look at he gets the card with the snake. That snake that was around him, that thing that was keeping him, the competition, the enemy, somebody that was malicious, somebody that caused you maybe even to look over your shoulder. Because this person, you might have known this girl with the snake. You might have been around this person and know this, like I said, the other woman, which you consider not you as the other woman, but you consider them the other woman because you knew that this was you met the one. This is your person. This is your kingdom spouse, right? Your spiritual spouse, your husband, your wife, whatever, your person, my soul, my twin, all that. So you realize and understand this. What's the card after yours? What's behind the snake? I see that. Epiphany, right? Epiphany, transformation, sudden change, shocking news. Not really shocking news, but maybe there'll be some shocking news to you after you get the sudden change with him telling you, guess what? Boom, boom, boom. I'm out. You know what I mean? The snake is gone. There's no more competition. There's no more nobody with malicious intent around us any longer. So, woo, that is a beautiful, beautiful message. We'll stop right here and get a Rumi oracle, and then I will bid you adieu and thank you for sharing and spending your time. If you are new here, over here on Patreon, I welcome you. Welcome to the Maverick Academy, where we seek to ignite your spirituality while birthing your creativity. Okay, we'll use this one. All right. And don't forget to pray for your counterpart. Pray for your connection. You don't have to be long. Just cover us, love us, teach us, guide us, hold us, unite us. You're already united in the spirit. Just call it down. As above, so below. Remember, you are devotion. Remember, you are the bridge. So Rumi gives us a message today about devotion. Bear with me as I find it. And invite you to just breathe deeply and think about what you've heard and continue to trust that your intuition is never wrong. And you are right. I'm looking for the table of contents, y'all. Here it is. Okay, number 91. Did we already call nines and ones? Did we call numbers? No, we didn't. 91, which is a 10. 10, which is a 1. Ace of Swords. New beginnings because of the epiphanies and the clarity you've gained. So they say devotion. Here's the poem. Rumi is a Persian poet who taught us so many beautiful lessons about love. It says, I am not of the earth, wind, fire, or water. I have become that which all swear by. For not a moment goes by that you cease to be in my heart. Amongst all flowers, I only breathe your fragrance. I am your prey, oh, ferocious lion. But rather than escape, I offer you my heart. Your light is hidden, but it has set this worldly garment on fire. Let me run that again. It says, your life is your life. Wow, I'm about to preach. One more time. Your light is hidden, but it has set this worldly garment on fire. I stand drinking the cool water you have given me and watch my world burn. The picture is referring to Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, and that fifth person in the fire, and that third person in the fire, which was Jesus, meaning, it doesn't matter where you go, Jesus will keep you, or you'll be kept in the fire, it doesn't matter. But so it's kind of akin to this card, but it's fire, earth, air, water, and then there's this fifth unknown element, which is the offering of the heart, which is, the fifth unknown element is it's almost like it's the love. Each element in its own way is devoted to the beloved. And the heart is the earthly element, while the fragrance of the beloved points to the wind. So the fragrance and the heart and the wind and the water brings harmony, and the spark of life is that hidden light. So that fifth element is that hidden light, that spark in you, that divine nature. Okay, so same thing. It's you interacting with the elements of the earth, and all the elements of the earth representing love or the beloved to you. And this is you with your connection. You have the fire of the passion and emotions. You have the wind of the way you think and feel. Teach them how to love you. You are worth the effort. Think and feel towards one another. You have the earth, which is your heart that grounds you, saying, this is real. Open your heart. Welcome love. Heart with the key. Work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Take a chance. Divine masculine, it's time. That's your earthly energy. You have the water, the emotions that talk about, you know, the love. Again, did I say water, fire, earth, air, water? You know what I'm trying to say. If I didn't do all the elements, y'all know where I'm going with that. But the point is, Rumi is saying that here's the message, rejecting authority is a healthy step in becoming an adult and finding one's unique path in this magnificent, mysterious life. But our relationship with the divine and others is a reflection of that which we have with ourselves. So again, rejecting authority is a healthy step in becoming an adult and feeling one unique path. That feels so much like that paternal bond I was talking about, because some folks have trust issues because their authority or parental figures or loving, nurturing figures in their life dropped the ball somehow. So that's how they became an adult. Some of you or both of you grew up very quick, you or your partner, maybe both of you. You know, and maybe you felt like you didn't have a childhood, or maybe you felt like you had too much of a childhood, and you felt like a child even in this adult life. And so you had to learn lessons of understanding and exerting your power and authority and knowing your power and authority. So very interesting, very interesting. So our relationship with the divine and others is a reflection of that which we have with ourselves. Devotion is the path of clearing obstructions of the mind, so the lover, the beloved, and love becomes one. Devotion isn't meant to rob us of our intellect or our free will. Quite the contrary. It is meant to unify body, feelings, and mind so we can integrate hindrances and oppositions and move with clarity and wisdom. In the river of Dinesh, which is knowledge, the seeker meets the beloved through the mind. But in the river of devotion, the seeker gives up the attachment to understanding and trusts that the beloved will deliver her to the ocean of union. You're worth the effort. Since the rivers of Dinesh and devotion both lead to the same ocean, they can cross paths. So we don't have to become rigid in our practices and choose one to the exclusion of the other. Our full attention to either becomes an act of union. So now that you have dealt with those that were dealing with you, you can be devoted to this love coming in. You can be devoted to this beautiful connection that has always been set aside for you, even though it flipped your world upside down. It has always been set aside for you. So, devote yourself to integrating your mind, your body, and your spirit, letting them all flow together and be one. The fifth element. You're on the earth as a hidden light in spirit. Now dance together. Work with the energies. Work with your life so that it is conducive for your heart to stay open to welcome love, and thereby being perfect for you. You can make your life perfect because you flip it upside down from negativity to positivity and create it like you want it to be. There's nothing with the crane here, there's nothing holding you back. We cleared the obstructions and the hindrances, which was the mother wound. You're free. Go love. Blessings.